we go. I didn't know what was going on with my camera for a second there. Like the video as you guys come in. Thanks for subscribing. Welcome to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Come on in, like the video as you guys come in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We did hit 40K this month. I'm so grateful for all my subscribers, for people to tuning in, people that are liking, subscribing. I thank you all for being here and always supporting the channel. We're going to talk hot topics, trending topics. Didn't know if I was going to be able to go live, so I am here. Certain appointments finished sooner than I needed to and ran the errands, did everything I need to do. So I'm happy I was here. I wish I could have went live this morning, but sometimes I just can't get in sooner than mid-afternoon or in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and do my disclaimer. Like the videos you guys come in. There's a lot going on in regards to Trump, Obama, comments that he's making. People are kind of like, just release the information. Stop with all the distractions. I did do a post in regards to Martin Luther King's daughter saying, okay, now that you tried to distract away from, please release the transcripts. So let's get into the disclaimer, and then I'm going to talk hot topics, trending topics. Still, prayers go out to Malcolm Jamal Warner. RIP, condolences to his friends and family. I did quite a few shorts in regards to Malcolm Jamal Warner. So we're going to do general hot topics today. Let me go ahead and do my disclaimer because it's going to take a few minutes for people to come in. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Okay, just a quick copyright disclaimer. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so come on in, like the video. Hello. Albert is the first one in this morning making a comment. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. We're going to get into some Trump news immediately. A lot going on. I normally don't cover too much politics. I'm just sometimes not, interested. But with everything that's going on and them not releasing the Epstein files, many people are wondering what's really going on. What are they not telling us? Why are they hiding it? And just now hearing the back and forth of him trying to distract about Obama, Biden, it just continues. So we're going to get into the first clip. Like the video as you guys come in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Happy to be here. So yeah, let's get straight into what's going on. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys for being here.
Russia collusion live. In a rare public statement, a spokesperson, and we kick it off with the hot topic of the hour. Former President Barack Obama breaking his silence on all the allegations directly from President Trump that he and his administration led the Trump-Russia collusion live.
Good afternoon.
In a rare public statement, a spokesperson for the former president says this: our office does not normally dignify the constant nonsense and misinformation flowing out of the White House with a response, but these claims are outrageous enough to merit one. Nothing in the document issued last week undercuts the widely accepted conclusion that Russia worked to influence the 2016 presidential election, but did not successfully manipulate any votes. President Trump says Obama should be the main focus of a DOJ investigation, along with a group of former high-level officials who also played a part. Watch.
It would be President Obama. He started it. And Biden was there with him, and Comey was there, and Clapper, the whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room, right here. This was the room. But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? Look, he's guilty. It's not a question. I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason, and we have all of the documents. And from what Tulsi told me, she's got thousands of additional documents coming. So President Obama, it was his concept, his idea, but he also got it from...
So is this a distraction from them not wanting to release the list? And everybody's like, stop with the distractions. Just release the list. Continue to focus on Epstein. Many people are frustrated. They're saying stop with it all, stop with it all, stop with it all. Because you got to remember too, he didn't release even medical information until everybody's like he's just using distractions to continue to talk. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Hillary Clinton. Crooked is a $3 bill. Hillary Clinton and her group, the Democrats, spent $12 million to Christopher Steele to write up a report that was a total fake report.
The Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, told me on Sunday that more documents are coming out, and they will be out today. They fly in the face of the Obama statement. Joining me now is former federal prosecutor, former DHS Deputy Assistant Secretary, Jonathan Fahey. Jonathan, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Of course, everybody on this program and our audience knows that we pegged this hoax from the start. I've been calling it out for years. What is your reaction now that we see these declassified documents coming out, revealing what we all expected?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, and the fact that there's still, things are still coming out now showing this is also amazing that it's taken this long. But what it really does show is that, the apparatus, the establishment apparatus and the Democratic Party did everything they could to undermine President Trump's candidacy and also his presidency. And, President Trump talked about the Steele dossier, which was the impetus for a lot of this stuff, was paid for by the Clinton campaign. And remember, they marked it as a legal expense, something that they later say, when Donald Trump marked something as a legal expense, it's a major investigation. All of this stinks. And what's interesting about Obama's statement, he doesn't address the fact that Democrats were campaigning on this in 2018, including himself talking about Russian interference and keeping our elections safe, when they knew the Russians didn't do anything more than they ordinarily did in elections. But they wanted people to think that the Russians not only interfered but changed vote outcomes and things like that, which was, they never had evidence of that, but they wanted the American people to think that. So they always insinuated that, and they use these terms like meddling and colluding, which aren't even legal terms. It's like they just constantly, it was this constant drumbeat and really undermined their Trump presidency, Trump 45 presidency in so many ways. It's so disgraceful. President Obama would be far better off to take a little humility and say, hey, there were a lot of mistakes made during our presidency, and the Democratic Party can learn a lot from that. But instead, they're almost doubling down because Donald Trump was never in their club, never in the establishment, and they did everything they could to delegitimize him at every step from the campaign to his presidency.
Well, that's right. And you remember at the time, Donald Trump was saying a lot about the need to, drain the swamp, change the way Washington worked, and they didn't like that at all. They wanted to hold on to their grip on power. But where do you see the criminality? Because this is going to be a criminal investigation. And back then in 2016 and 2017, I was having Devin Nunes on repeatedly when he was the chairman of the Intelligence Committee. And
good afternoon. Please like the video. The likes should match the views. Please double tap the screen to get the likes up to 100. The likes should match the views. Please double tap the screen, and thank you. Fair use reaction clip.
Of course, if you're the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, you see
good afternoon,
things that
everyone.
others may not. That's why when Adam Schiff came out and said that there was collusion in plain sight when he became the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, people stood up and took notice. But he could not have had any information that showed that there was collusion in plain sight, because we know that he saw what Devin Nunes saw. So was he lying? Did he lie to Congress? Is that a felony? Or, because he's a lawmaker.
Like the video, like the video. Fair use reaction clip.
Under oath in that way. The same thing with that meeting in early January in President Obama's office, when we know that John Brennan had handwritten notes, and the handwritten notes said that Russia is aware that Hillary Clinton came up with this story, Trump colluded with Russia. He's got all these handwritten notes that we had at the time that I showed on television. Did Brennan lie to Congress? Is that where the criminality is? Where do you see the criminality, and would you expect indictments at the highest order here?
That's where I think you're right. I think where they're going to probably, if there are charges or an investigation, would be things like false statements under oath to Congress, where if you have, evidence that he said one thing and knew one thing here, and then goes to Congress and says something else, it's a pretty clean, I don't want to say easily provable, because all these cases end up not being easily provable, but that is sort of a provable type of thing, a perjury, a false statements. Other types of things, are they conspiring to defraud the American people? And other types of things with this information, I think that's more and more complicated. And as you get into that, you get into the issues of immunity and things like that. But I do think things like the false statements, if they are provable, those are the types of things I think that will be investigated further. And it is important to know when something's referred to DOJ, it doesn't necessarily mean mean it will ultimately result in convictions or charges. It may just mean further investigations because the agency that has the information doesn't have the ability to investigate or charge. So we don't really know, but I think it's going to be, they're going to dig deeper, probably talk to, interview people, put people under oath and see where it goes. But it looks really, really bad. And you're right, it was all about protecting the fourth state, the bureaucracy.
Yeah, and of course they had lots of quote unquote useful idiots. And one of the useful idiots were the mainstream media because they went with it and sent this story viral across the world. But Caroline Downey, jump in here because while they were trying to.
Good afternoon, you guys. Thanks for coming in. As soon as you come in, please hit the like video. Please double tap the screen or hit the thumbs up above the video, below the video. The likes should match the views. We have 8 likes and 159 in the building. If you're watching from a phone, press 1, please. Most people are watching from a phone, so all it takes is a double tapping of the screen. To hit the like button is free. Let's get the likes to 100. 100 people, please double tap that screen, and thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. Continue. Fair use reaction clip. Yes, double tap the screen to get the likes up, you guys. Thank you.
Attack Trump, more classified documents reveal that the FBI did not fully investigate Hillary Clinton and the use of her email server. The Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley said under Comey's leadership, the FBI failed to perform fundamental investigative work and left key pieces of the evidence on the cutting room floor. This was right before and right after a major presidential election. Trump beat her, and they did not even investigate the fact that she had a server in her basement and was sending emails from all over the world with all this classified information on that server.
Because it was advantaging their preferred political candidate. Maria, I'm always amazed at how much of political opposition today makes Watergate look like a tea party. It's unbelievable. And when you think about the scandal with regarding to the Russian collusion and that hoax, I mean, they were so determined to prevent Trump from attaining or retaining political power that they were willing to try not only falsifying a story, faking evidence that was sent to the media, but impeaching, bankrupting.
I don't know what that means. Who are you saying not enough content? I don't know if you're referring to me. I know you're not talking about me, but I'll just time you out just in case you are throwing a little shade.
And of course, trying to jail him. This is the biggest political scandal that anybody has ever seen, followed by the second biggest political scandal, which is the cover-up of Joe Biden and his.
Like the videos, you guys come in. Like the videos, you guys come in. Fair use reaction clip. Like the video as you come in, and thank you. Thank you. Hold on for the next clip. Like the video. The likes should match the views. Let's get the likes to 100, and thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Please subscribe as well.
I don't know anything about it. They're going to what? Meet her?
They're going to, your Deputy Attorney General reached out to Glenn Maxwell's attorney asking for the interview.
Yeah, I don't know about it, but I think it's something that sounds appropriate to do, yeah.
Do you think it's fair that your Deputy Attorney General is your former attorney would be conducting the interview?
No, I have no concern. He's a very talented person. He's very smart. I didn't know that they were going to do it. I don't really follow that too much. It's sort of a witch hunt, just a continuation of the witch hunt. The witch hunt that you should be talking about is they caught President Obama absolutely cold, Tulsi Gabbard. What they did to this country in 2016, starting in 2016, but going up to 2020 of the election. They tried to rig the election, and they got caught. And there should be very severe consequences for that. You know, when we caught Hillary Clinton, I said, you know what? Let's not go too far here. It's the ex-wife of a president, and I thought it was sort of terrible. And I let her off the hook, and I'm very happy I did. But it's time to start, after what they did to me, and whether it's right or wrong, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. So people say, oh, you know, a group. It's not a group. It's Obama. His orders are on the paper. The papers are signed. The papers came right out of their office. They sent everything to be highly classified. Well, the highly classified's been released. And what they did in 2016 and in 2020 is very criminal. It's criminal at the highest level. So that's really the things you should be talking about. I know nothing about the other, but I think it's appropriate that they do go.
I asked you about that, Mr. President. Tulsi Gabbard has submitted a criminal referral to the Department of Justice. From your perspective, who should the DOJ target as part of their investigation? What specific figures in the Obama administration?
Well, based on what I read, and I read pretty much what you read, it would be President Obama. He started it. And Biden was there with him, and Comey was there, and Clapper, the whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room. Right here, this is the room. This is much more beautiful than it was then, but that's okay. I have nice pictures up. They came out of the vaults. They were there for 100 years. This is much more beautiful. We have the Declaration of Independence now in the room, which wasn't here. I guess people didn't feel too good about putting it here, but I do. But you know what? If you look at those papers, they have them stone cold, and it was President Obama. It wasn't lots of people all over the place. It was them too. But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? And except for the fact that he gets shielded by the press for his entire life, that's the one they look. He's guilty. It's not a question. You know, I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason. This was every word you could think of. They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election. They did things that nobody's ever even imagined, even in other countries. You've seen some pretty rough countries. This man has seen some pretty rough countries, but you've never seen anything like it. And we have all of the documents. And from what Dossier told me, she's got thousands of additional documents coming. So President Obama, it was his concept, his idea, but he also got it from crooked Hillary Clinton. Crooked is a $3 bill. Hillary Clinton and her group, the Democrats, spent $12 million to Christopher Steele to write up a report that was a total fake report. It took 2 years to figure that out, but it came out that it was a total fake report. It was made up fiction. And they used that. Now, the one thing they weren't able to do was, and probably the only thing I respect about the press in years is the press refused to write it before the election. They refused to put it in. The Steele report was a disaster. All lies, all fabrication, all admitted, and admitted fraud. She paid $12 million and the Democrats for that report to a wise guy named Chris.
Good afternoon. Please like the video as you guys come in. Please double tap the screen, you guys. We got 18 likes. The likes should match the views. It takes 2 seconds to double tap the screen. From the analytics, it shows most people are watching from a phone. Please double tap the screen to get the likes up to 100. There's about 131 in the building. If I can please get 131 to please subscribe and thank you. Let's get the likes up. Hitting the like button is free. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. 18 likes. Just double tap the screen. Thank you. Double tap the screen and thank you. Let's get the likes up. It helps push me into the algorithm as well. It helps push me into the algorithm as well. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Christopher Steele. He wrote a phony report, and they wanted to get that report in before the election. And I'll tell you what, I talk about all the time, the fake news, how bad it is. But in this case, they wouldn't do it. They saw it, they read it, and they said, we don't believe it. And it was only after, substantially, like a month and a half after the election, that it got printed, and it was a big whisk. It was just like a bang of nothing, because the election had ended. If that report had gotten published by the New York Times or somebody, and I respect the Times for maybe only this, because they're crooked as you can be. They're a terrible paper, a crooked, corrupt paper. But for this one moment, they said, this is bullshit, we can't put this in. And neither could any other paper. Wall Street Journal's a lousy paper, very, very dishonest paper. As you see, I'm suing them for a lot of money because they do things very badly. It's got a nice name, but it's really, in my opinion, it's a terrible paper. And it can be corrupt. But just so you know, they didn't take the Steele report. It was the Dossier. Remember the famous Dossier? I call it the fake news dossier. The news wouldn't publish it. And I'm amazed. They had 2.5 months. It was finished. 2.5 months. That was supposed to be what was going to happen. And it got published a couple of months after the election. And frankly, nobody cared too much about it. But that was a big thing. No, we caught Hillary Clinton. We caught Barack Hussein Obama. They're the ones. And then you have many, many people under them. Susan Rice. They're all there. The names are all there. And I guess they figured they're going to put this in classified information and nobody will ever see it again. But it doesn't work that way. It's the most unbelievable thing I think I've ever read. So you want to take a look at that and stop talking about nonsense, because this is big stuff. Never has a thing like this happened.
So what? Stop talking about nonsense? Is he referring to the Epstein? Like the video, like the video. There's about 129 in the building. Please tap the screen. YouTube makes it extremely easy for people to hit the like. The like button is above the video, below the video. Let's get the likes up. Thank you. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
The history of our country. And by the way, it morphed into the 2020 race. And the 2020 race was rigged, and it was a rigged election. And because it was rigged, we have millions of people in our country. We had inflation. We solved the inflation problem. But millions and millions of people came into our country because of that. And people that shouldn't have been, people from gangs and from jails and from mental institutions, people that we don't want in our country, and people that we're getting out, dangerous people. 11,888 murderers. Many of them, 50%, more than 50%, murdered more than one person. I hate to say this with such a distinguished guest, but you know, they asked me a question. I got to answer the question. No, Barack Hussein Obama is the ringleader. Hillary Clinton was right there with him, and so was Sleepy Joe Biden, and so were the rest of them. Comey, Clapper, the whole group. And they tried to rig an election, and they got caught. And then they did rig the election in 2020. And then because I knew I won that election by a lot, I did it a third time, and I won in a landslide. Every swing state, won the popular vote. But I won that all the same way in 2020. And look at the damage that was caused.
The superfoods
Let me,
in this
fair use reaction clip. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Please like the videos you guys come in. Let me know how you feel about what's being talked about, what's being said. Do you think it's a distraction? Do you think that this is okay? Why now? Why? I mean, he was just at he was just at a funeral sitting right next to Obama. They seem fine, right? They seem to be talking. They were looking at different people, giving them an interesting look.
She's the one Trump acknowledged with words of support. But for all of Trump's efforts to change the subject, the Epstein story is not going away. And part of the reason it's not going away is that Trump himself is prolonging the story. I mean, today, Trump's former personal attorney, who is now, of course, the Deputy Attorney General, reached out to lawyers for Epstein's co-conspirator, Ghislaine Maxwell, who is in year 4 of her 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking a minor. Trump acknowledged with words of support on the occasion of her arrest repeatedly, and the woman whose family has been lobbying the Trump administration for relief in her case. Trump also has drawn attention back to this case by insisting that his allies in Congress block any effort to release more information on Epstein. Today's little lackey, Speaker Mike Johnson, made the decision to effectively shut down the House, just to stall a bipartisan effort to get materials from the Epstein probe, which is a fairly ham-handed way to get people to stop talking about a topic. Of course, we're going to keep talking about the topic. And if there was any doubt that Trump was behind that decision, just listen to how Speaker Johnson's position changed in just the past week.
We should put everything out there and let the people decide. We cannot be careless in an open release like that. You have to be very careful.
Seems a little under duress there. Second video, I don't know. Trump is hoping that his little buddy in Congress can sweep this all under the rug over the August recess without provoking even more outrage. But while he may be able to apparently control Speaker Johnson, he cannot control every member of his party. Today, Republican Congressman Tim Burchett advanced a proposal to make Ghislaine Maxwell testify before the House Oversight Committee. He says he did not consult Trump before making that decision. And it isn't just Republicans in Congress. I mean, Trump is also having trouble with the manosphere podcasters, has been having them for a while, who helped get him elected, many of whom are now roasting his administration for their hypocrisy. I mean, for example, last year, Vice President J.D. Vance told podcaster Theo Vaughn, look at them yucking it up there, that Trump would release the Epstein files. Today, that same podcaster is calling on Vice President Vance and Speaker Johnson to hold a vote on the bipartisan bill to do just that, release the Epstein files. Congressman Robert Garcia is the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, and he joins me now. There are so many things going on. I'm so grateful you're here. Let me just start by asking you. I mean, Speaker Mike Johnson basically sent everybody home. There are some drawbacks for Republicans in that regard, not things you might like or vote for, but he sent everyone home because he didn't want them to move forward, or didn't want the House to move forward on voting to release the Epstein files. He's hoping, I guess, that he will outlast everyone through August. Do you think he can?
Absolutely not. In fact, we're going to keep talking about the Epstein files until Donald Trump releases them. What's happening right now is the American public are seeing that Donald Trump has betrayed them. He's broken their trust. He ran on the Epstein files, a key part of his campaign. The MAGA world did as well. His family talked about it constantly. Don Jr. tweeted about it dozens of times. They have been focused on the release to the public and to build goodwill among his base. He's now completely reversed on that. And if Donald Trump or Mike Johnson think Democrats are just going to roll over and allow that to happen, they are highly mistaken.
I think they think Republicans are going to roll over and let that happen.
And I don't think that's going to happen either. And I'm talking to not just Republicans on our Oversight Committee, but Republicans across the Congress. There's a lot that are just keeping their mouth shut right now, but they're very concerned that their base and supporters back home are demanding them to stand up to Donald Trump in this moment. And I could have more and more Republicans come out and demand the release. And what Tim Burchett has done, what Tom Massey is doing, which we're going to support that discharge petition, we are going to get a full vote of that release when we come back. Those actions are important. His base is beginning to stand up to him. And it's important that at this moment, Democrats, yes, we need to focus on healthcare. Yes, we need to focus on tax breaks for the rich, which we oppose. But this is about corruption. At the end of the day, this leans into Americans understanding that Donald Trump is corrupt. He's not for you. He will lie to you. He will betray you.
Allegedly.
And he's only in it to save himself.
Gotta
and that's
say
what
it.
this moment's about.
It it's impossible to, well, who knows? No one knows what's in there. I don't know what's in there, but hard to explain why he's so resistant to releasing more information. Let me ask you, there's so many things happening around this. So let me try to run through some of them with you, because Trump's former personal lawyer, who also happens to have a very high job at the Department of Justice now, is intending to meet with Ghislaine Maxwell. Now, her family has been pretty vocal about this. She clearly wants something. She wants a pardon. How concerned are you about that meeting?
No, look, it's concerning. Two things are important. I mean, Democrats voted unanimously to, of course, bring her in to subpoena. We agree with the Republicans on that. We believe in transparency. Let's hear from everyone. But let's also be very clear about who she is. She's been convicted. She's been involved in sex trafficking of minors. This is a bad person with a history of lying. And of course, she is now going to be meeting with Trump's personal, essentially, DOJ lawyer, do God knows what. We can't, in this moment, we can't trust that is going to be a good outcome. She wants to be free. Her family wants her to get a pardon. And so we're, of course, concerned that she's willing to say whatever it takes to please Donald Trump. And so what she's going to agree to, we don't know. But you know how we can confirm what she's saying is true or not? If we actually get a release of the Epstein files. And so we're happy to look at her testimony and match it to what's actually in the documents of the files. Nothing short of a complete release of the Epstein files is good enough for the American public, and it's really not good enough for Democrats in Congress.
So there's so many things going on at the same time here, right? Because as you just referenced, there's an effort to subpoena her. I don't know that it's happened yet. Has it happened yet?
We have voted to subpoena her.
Please continue to hit the like button, you guys. We have 28 likes. Please double tap the screen to hit the like, and thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please continue to hit the like. We have 29 likes. We should be at 100 likes by now. The likes should match the views. The likes should match the views. Continue to double tap that screen, and thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you.
Expect that subpoena to happen in the next few days.
In the next few days. It hasn't happened yet. Is there anything you think could stop Republicans on the committee from issuing that subpoena?
I think they're going to issue the subpoena.
So this subpoena's been issued. I guess she could decline to appear, even though she's been subpoenaed. What do you think is happening? Now, let's just go back to this meeting that she could be having. It's your job to kind of think about the worst. You're the ranking member on the Oversight Committee. You could be the chairman of the Oversight Committee if Democrats win back. What do you worry most about could happen there, given that this is going on at the same time? She's going to get a subpoena in the next few days to appear. So what's his lawyer asking her?
I think we have to expect the worst. I mean, Donald Trump is only in it to save himself. So we have to expect that him through the DOJ will try to cut some kind of deal with her, so that essentially her testimony to the Oversight Committee will essentially be a creation of what Donald Trump wants her to say. And that is obviously dangerous for us as a committee, but we have to expect that that's what she's going to do. She wants nothing more than to reduce her sentence or be free. Her family wants her to get a pardon. And so there could be an intense amount of coordination, illegal coordination on behalf of the Trump DOJ and the president himself to insert himself into what basically she says then matches what he wants her to say. But we should be very clear that only can we corroborate that information if it actually matches the release and what's actually in the actual files right now. So that part is critical and very important to the committee.
Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. Let me see if I want to do hot topics, trending topics. No, let's see. Yeah, I will. I'm going to just do a few hot topics, trending topics. Like the video as you guys come in. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Mrs. Shields is talking about she would like to have a child. If you did not know, she is dating Papoose. Papoose was with Remy for so long, and then he's now no longer with Remy. He's with Mrs. Shields, who is a boxer. And recently she was wanting to box Layla. So I'm not certain what happened in regards to that, because remember Layla had said, come up with the money, then we'll talk. Allegedly they came up with the money, but they're not talking. So that's very interesting. Let's continue. What else is going on? Like the video as you guys come in. Like the video as you guys come in. There's a lot that's going on in regards to Jackie Christie and her daughter. I think there was some kind of altercations. I told you guys, I don't really do a lot of reality show stuff. I don't think it's healthy for families. I think it puts them in a situation where a lot of them will do stuff for media attention, clicks, and views. The reality shows love people that are having problems with the law. They love people that can't get along. They love people that will almost mess up or destroy families. So I really don't get into a lot of reality stuff, but allegedly something happened in between mother-daughter, and she's speaking up saying, I'm also not ashamed. She may not be happy about her choices, but she may not be ashamed. And then many people are saying maybe she got on the show to do what she did to maybe embarrass the mom. Who knows? But we don't really care for altercations. We don't condone any type of violence. Okay, so Joe Button is going off. I'm not certain why he's calling women bees, but he is. He's talking about some of the women's faces no longer are moving. That is because of things that they're having done to their face and lips. And Joe is doing extremely well in regards to this podcast. But Joe, I think, goes live like once a week. Many men have talked about women and their transformation in regards to their bottoms. Many men are really frustrated because some of these fillers are making some of these women look older. And many people are kind of saying it's time to stop because it's okay to have a natural look. I was literally watching a show on the weekend, and he was a cosmetic doctor, and he even says he liked and prefer the more natural look. So he's doing procedures, but he almost prefers a natural look. Is it time to get back to that? Now, if you don't remember, about a year and a half ago, Black China had removed a lot of stuff, the fillers, the lip injections, and she looked amazing. Literally, Black China looked like she took 10 years off her. Really. And then, of course, the K's and the J's slowly start looking like they wanted to be a little bit more natural. But when Black China removed whatever she had going on in regards to her face, I don't know why those women plumped up their faces so much to where now they see the more natural look. I did a video in regards to Aubrey O'Day, had spoke about her lips, and why didn't someone tell her, girl, you look in the mirror every day, why don't you tell yourself? I think a lot of the women are seeing a lot of natural women walking around day by day, and then they're seeing that these women's lips look like there's something wrong and that they have small balloons inside of them. So it's great that some of the women are waking up and trying to go back to the natural look. But when you think about the K's and the J's, is Kris Jenner trying to promote more people from get more procedures done? Did she get some kind of kickback? Why is Kris promoting to have something done? She looks amazing. And then you got to remember Kylie had talked about her chest or her chest being, whatever. But yeah, them K's and the J's seem to have no problem going to have a procedure done. And a lot of women can't afford it. But a lot of men like women that are natural. Real talk. A lot of men like women that are natural. And the biggest thing is, why are you not happy or satisfied with what you have as you're born or as you grow up? Now, people are saying that the K's and the J's, Chloe looks nothing like she looked 15, 20 years ago. Kim looks nothing like she looked 15, 20 years ago. Kylie definitely looks nothing like she looked 15, 20 years ago. Kendall looks nothing like she looks 15, 20 years ago. The mom, Kris Jenner, definitely don't look like she looked 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, or 5 years ago, and even 6 months ago. The mom totally looks different. So get procedures done, don't get it done, that's all up to you. That's all up to you. But the biggest thing is there is safety precautions in regards to having a procedure done. You have to check your doctor, your blood pressure, the numbers have to be good and right. The one procedure I think about is, remember how young DC Young Fly, girlfriend / baby mama, passed away? What was her name? Jackie O. That was such a sad situation. She had a procedure and she was a mom of 2 or 3. I think she had 3 children. But be careful, ladies, having stuff done. You want to be able to come out, you want to be able to heal. But the biggest thing is sometimes guys are saying they like more of the natural look. Now, if a guy's willing to pay, that's on you of what you want done to your body. Real talk. But be safe, ladies. Be safe. Be comfortable with who you are. Makeup can do amazing things. Okay, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Charlemagne the God is on Hollywood Unlocked. And I don't know where the other video resurfaced, but I saw this morning before I had some business to take care of. Charlemagne the God is calling him out, the orange the orange person. I call him the orange person. Charlemagne is calling him out. You gotta go watch this video. It is going to crack you up. So it's almost like he has a listing. Does he have memory concern? Check. Does he have concerns with other stuff in regards to calling other people out, even though he put them in the cabinet? And then he's kind of he said he's not a doctor, but he kind of has a checklist, and then he's playing clips on what Donald Trump has done or either said. So go watch the video when you get a chance on Instagram. This is him speaking, and then he's slurring his words. So he's kind of saying, does he have symptoms of? And now he's saying check. So go watch that video. I can't play it because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But you guys, I just wanted to do a quick live. Yeah, Charlemagne is something else. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Many people have a nickname for him, but I'm not going to say it. But many people have a nickname for him. Now, if you did not know, the Breakfast Club went through some stuff in regards to the ladies, and then allegedly DJ Envy's name has been brought up a few times. So I'm not certain if Charlemagne is kind of trying to veer off if something was to transpire. You guys know what I mean. The gentleman, DJ Envy, and his partner had a real estate company, and many people were calling out that real estate company, whether the houses that they were selling or flipping was legit. Pina, what's his name? Pina, whatever his name is, whoever DJ Envy's partner was. Look it up. That's been trending over, I would say that's been trending. I want to either say Monday, Tuesday, or it was trending Thursday, Friday, but that has been trending. So maybe Charlemagne is doing this to kind of distract away from that. Many times, if your friend is going through something, you'll distract. Real talk. But it's interesting of what he talked about, and he added clips to it. So let me see if there's something else. Let me see. I got to be careful what I show. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead. Copyright disclaimer under section 107. I just wanted to do hot topics, trending topics real quick. Don't know what's going to transpire in regards to Obama, Trump. Many people feel that they're trying to distract. And it's like, what can you do to distract even more so? You start talking about somebody else. You know? So, copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. There's about 139 in the building. I hope you have subscribed today. Please continue to hit that like, you guys. Let's get the likes to 100. Please double tap that screen. If you're watching from a phone, please double tap the screen. If you're watching from a phone, please double tap the screen to get the likes up. And thank you. Let's get the likes to 100, please, and thank you. Yes. In regards to hitting the button, it actually pushes us out into the algorithm. There's about 112 in the building. I hope all 112 have subscribed. Earlier, before you got in here, we talked about Trump and what he feels about Obama and Hillary, and in regards to the Democrats. So if you just missed it, yeah, we talked about a few things. We've been live for about 38 minutes. So I hope everyone has subscribed, and I hope continue hit the like button, you guys. There's about 86 people in the building. All you have to do is double tap the screen to hit the like. YouTube makes it easy. Hitting the like is free. And a lot of us definitely have to meet quotas, and hitting the like actually supports the channel in a free way. Yeah. Hit the like, please hit the like. So whenever you get a chance, thank you. I see you guys are hitting the like. Whenever you get a chance, go over, check out this video in regards to what Charlemagne had to say about Trump. Very interesting. Will Trump respond? That's the other thing, you know? We did talk about Malcolm Jamal Warner over the last several days. Prayers go out to his friends and family. No mention in regards to any type of service being mentioned. But we, let me see if I can find, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find something in regards to Malcolm Jamal Warner. We have talked about him, and in regards to, they mentioned that he went out. Oh, this is a beautiful picture of Michelle. This is a beautiful picture of Michelle. I guess she just recently turned 46, so happy birthday to Michelle. She looks amazing. If you don't know, some people don't know, she's originally with Beyonce, and what's the other girl's name? She's on that new Netflix show. Michelle, Kelly, and Beyonce. Yeah. Yes, Kelly. Yes, Kelly. So yeah, Michelle looks amazing in her outfit. Many people have been doing this interesting pose. Be careful, ladies. Trying to stand on a weight, you don't really need to do anything that can injure you or yourself. Your family needs you, so be careful of the trends that's going around. She looks amazing in regards to the shoes. It's almost kind of similar to the pose that people have been doing, but she definitely looks amazing. Like I mentioned, condolences to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Many people have been speaking about that in regards to him drowning in Costa Rica. We have did a bunch of videos regarding that, shorts regarding that. So I kind of wanted to, that is Michelle Williams. She looks amazing. So happy birthday to, I don't know why people are saying that. I really tried not to get into a lot of clickbait. Unless there's receipts regarding that, I try not to do clickbait. I try not to shade someone's downfall. Beyonce is currently on tour, so I can't confirm or deny she's having financial issues or problems unless there's some legal documents, unless there's some documents they got in front of them. I try not to do clickbait. Real talk. I don't do clickbait. And I try not to wish upon somebody's downfall. You know what I mean? So she's touring. Um, there's been some concerns in regards to the tour where there was an event about a week ago where something transpired. Then she had the situation in the car in the air, but her daughters seem happy to be on tour with their mom. But yeah, wishing her well. I'm not certain what's really going on with B. Jay's been trending here and there. I try and stay away from the Jay-Z situation as well. There's just certain topics. I'm hearing what's going on, but there's just certain things I just don't want to cover unless, like the media, unless, I seek out three sources. You know what I mean? So I can't confirm or deny what's going on with Jay-Z, what's going on Beyonce. So yeah, I did see your comments. Yep, I did see your comments. Continue to hit the like button, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's just there's a lot that's going on. So I try and cover what I can and give information on what I can. But yeah, Michelle looks amazing. Let me see. Hold on one second if there's anything else I want to cover. Um, but yeah, a lot of people are talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner. Um, it's sad that he passed, and many people are talking about, a lot of he kept his life private, so many people don't even really know who his alleged spouse is. I don't think a lot of people really know who the spouse is. Let me see. Trying to see if I can find another picture. It's been all over, so now I'm not finding a picture, of course. Let's see. Like the videos, you guys come in. I'm scrolling because there's certain things I can't show on YouTube. Okay, so there's a nice picture of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Okay, so we'll kind of go over a little bit for you guys that are coming in. Hold on one second. Prayers go out to his family. Yeah, there's certain videos I can't show, so that's why I had to cover it up. So sorry about that, but I always got to protect the page. Any wrong, any wrong thing that I could flash or whatever, YouTube doesn't like that, and I don't blame them. So that's why I had to cover that up real quick. Yeah, many people are talking about it. We did cover it in regards to he was swimming. Let's see. Like the videos you guys come in.
Cancer.
Hold on.
Cancer.
Like the videos you guys come in. We'll just do a quick update. Okay. Like the video. Thank you guys. Okay, I think they're more so singing, so I can't do that one. Let's see. Really sad day. He seems very bright, intelligent. Many friends are speaking out. Many celebrities are speaking out.
At a beach on Sunday when surfers spotted them struggling. The surfers dove in.
Hold on.
Heartbreaking new details now in the drowning death of actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. Police in Costa Rica say the Cosby Show star was swimming with his 8-year-old daughter at a beach on Sunday when surfers spotted them struggling. The surfers dove in to help. One surfer used his board to bring Warner's daughter to safety. And then a lifeguard pulled Warner and another surfer to shore.
Wow.
The local surfer.
This is the first that I'm hearing that the daughter was out there with him. I thought he was out there by himself. Let's go back a little bit. Like the videos you guys come in. I'm glad I'm covering it.
Dove in to help. One surfer used his board to bring Warner's daughter to safety. And then a lifeguard pulled Warner and another surfer to shore.
The local surfer happened to be here and immediately went in. I was able to find Mr. Warner, unfortunately, below the surface, near the floor of the ocean. I was able to pull him to the surface and...
But it was too late for the 54-year-old actor. 2 doctors also happened to be at the beach and gave Warner CPR for 45 minutes.
Wow.
They could not revive him.
Loss of a great actor, but you really think his daughter just witnessed something that was super traumatic. And
Oh my gosh, guys. Now we're hearing that his daughter might have seen that he might not have came back up surface. I'm just now hearing that. Like the videos you guys, I'm just now hearing this. Because sometimes I'm busy. I only can report to you guys what I heard. So I've covered it a lot, but just to hear that, I could not imagine. Could you imagine the daughter sitting there waiting for her dad to resurface above? Wait, hold on, you guys. Like the videos you guys come in. Hold on one second. Like the videos you guys come in. These nails make it interesting.
Not been shared with people, but they did. So there are new details in the tragic passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Yesterday, MVU asked me about the second person who was left in critical condition from this incident as well, from Malcolm's drowning incident. So People magazine is exclusively reporting that the second person who was taken by ambulance to the hospital and was in critical condition was actually a person not related to Malcolm Jamal Warner, but it was a person that was there, saw what was happening, and jumped in to try and save Malcolm Jamal Warner. Now, this person, as far as like their actual identity, has not been shared with people, but they did confirm that there was no personal connection between this person and Warner, and they say that basically when...
Please like the video, fair use reaction clip.
Malcolm Jamal Warner, I guess, was swimming in the currents and were taking him down and all things were happening. This person and other bystanders on the beach happened to see it, but they were a bit too late to try and save him. Even though once they pulled him out of the water, they did attempt to do CPR for 20 minutes, but he was declared dead at the scene.
Damn, man.
Yeah, and there was another report too. I saw TMZ.
Look at that brother, that person, that hero.
Yeah.
He's a hero. Yeah,
yes.
Even though he attempted. Just the fact that you see somebody else in danger and you attempt to help them,
Put your life in
a
danger.
hero. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, 100%. There was another report by TMZ just about, because people were wondering why weren't there any like guards or patrol or anything on the beach as well, and why bystanders, people who aren't like official lifeguards, had to get involved. So there was a report by TMZ that there were no lifeguards on duty. Actually, there's a group called the Caribbean Guard, and this is a group of lifeguards and people who patrol beaches. They released a statement yesterday. They say, "We deeply regret the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner and Playa Grande. He was swept away by a strong rip current and died from drowning." They mentioned that they do typically patrol the area because of how crazy the currents and the water gets in that area. But that Sunday specifically, they did not patrol the area. But they have put out people and different officials in the area and other surrounding areas, and they upped their warnings following this. But they did send a rest in peace, and I guess just wanted to send some kind words, but wanted to explain.
Is it true that he got up for an early morning swim? That's what it was?
So yes, there are reports that he got up for an early morning swim, and that this happened.
We're hearing that it's midday, around 12:30 or 1, when everything happened, or between 1 and 1:30. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Right after sunrise.
Listen, if you go on vacation, to these Caribbean islands, like that's what I like to do. Get up early in the morning, go jump in the water early, solo?
I do it all the time. That's what I would do. I get up before the kids get up or before the wife gets up.
So I can't confirm or deny the time because I'm hearing different things. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Like the videos you guys come in. Please subscribe to the page. I hope everyone has subscribed this morning. Please subscribe to the page and thank you. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
I would go swim. I'm a swimmer, so I would go swim. And, you know,
I'm not a swimmer, though. I'm a walker in water.
I'm a swimmer.
Meaning that when I go in the water, if my feet can't touch the ground, I'm not going farther than that.
Yes.
As soon as my little feet can't touch the ground.
So you like pools?
No, I actually like the ocean. I just like shallow
You
water.
just don't go past a certain point. I totally understand.
No.
I get it.
Yeah, and another thing too that the Caribbean Guard said is that this was one of the most challenging. It's known as one of the most challenging beaches because it's a beach known for local surfers. So they did have signs in English and Spanish warning of danger of drowning and other things, but there were no guards there at the time.
And they tell you that if you ever get caught in a riptide, the worst thing to do is try to swim away from it because it pulls you in and you're using your energy. They said either let it pull you in, hold your breath, let it pull you in, or swim parallel to the actual where you're going.
Because it don't take you under, right? It just takes you out.
It can take you under. Yeah, it depends.
Depends.
Yeah, take you under. And then the water is so, like, we can't beat water.
No.
Like the video, fair use reaction clip. Please subscribe to the page. Continue to hit the like, you guys. Let's get the likes to 100 and thank you. Please double tap the screen. Condolences to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Prayers go out to his friends and family. Losing a loved one is not easy. Malcolm Jamal Warner was so well known for his different roles that he's played. He is a father, and he also has a wife. Let's continue. Various reaction clip.
No.
Yes, and it was his wife actually alerted authorities, Charlemagne, after Malcolm Jamal Warner went out for that swim after sunrise. He hadn't returned for over an hour, so she then alerted authorities.
Oh wow.
Raven Simone actually, because I know a lot of people were wondering how Raven Simone is doing, and his Felicia Rashad. Raven Simone posted yesterday to her Instagram, remembering Malcolm. Let's take a listen.
Words cannot describe the pain and sadness and surprise that I feel with the recent loss of MJW. He was a big brother. He was a beacon. He was one of the most multifaceted, talented men. So gentle. And my heart and soul and hugs and kisses go out to his daughter and his wife and his mother. He gave the best advice, he gave the best hugs, and his smile will always be a huge, bright, white smile in my head forever. I love you, and I know you're watching over all of us now. Bye, Malcolm.
That brother Malcolm Jamal Warner was intentionally trying to be the best version of himself at all times. He was intentional with his art and how he showed up in the world. Like that is what I always saw from Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah, so definitely go check out some of my shorts. Prayers go out to his friends and family. Condolences. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It is so sad. So I hope that helps you guys understand the most recent update in regards to Malcolm Jamal Warner. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. Hello. Thanks for being here. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for being so kind in the comments. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Being in the water, you really have to be careful. You have to make sure that there's lifeguards out there. If there's telling you that some of the waters are unsafe, try and stay within the shallow waters and just be careful. One video talked about possibly his daughter was near. Another video talked about he went early. Another video is talking about it was mid-afternoon, 12:30, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock or between 1 o'clock and 1:15 is when everything happened. So I'm hearing kind of conflicting things, but here nor there, it was Sunday, I believe, not Saturday. It was Sunday. So prayers go out to his friends and family. I did do a video in regards to him doing a video with his mom, and he talked about his dad giving him the name that he gave him. So prayers go out to his friends and family. I could not have imagined if his daughter was there. If his daughter was there and the dad not resurfacing. No. I could not imagine. This is the first time I'm hearing someone mention that the daughter possibly could have been there. So, dads like to spend time with their children. And we did hear that there was another person that was out there and they're in critical condition. So I don't know if Malcolm knew that person or if they were just out there swimming like him. You just got to be careful. The water riptides, the water is so strong. She just gave advice whether you swim against it, swim, let it carry you. But if the riptide is so strong, think about having 2 jugs of water in your hand. To carry 2 jugs of water in your hand is heavy. So I couldn't imagine trying to fight that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, prayers go out to him. Very bright, very intelligent, um, well known, and just he did the doggone thing in regards to being on the Cosby Show. A lot of them did, So I can't imagine how the cast members feel about him passing. Um, a lot of them say bright light, always well, kind in words. Raven Simone said he gave the best hugs, the best advice. So prayers go out to his friends and family. Real talk, real talk. I could say more, but I'm not. But it's a sad day. It's a sad day. It has been for the last few days since they've mentioned it. So I try and cover what I can regarding this story. But I thank everyone for being here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day, everyone. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that love you, support you, and that are kind to you. Love your loved ones. Check on the elderly. Check on your mother. Check on your father. Try and go see them. Call them. I mean, we all get busy, but if you're able to still have parents, that's a blessing. If you still have parents, that's a blessing. And if you have siblings, that's a blessing too. Some people are only children. They're the only child. So when something happened to the mom or dad, it's the only child assisting the parents. So if you have loved ones, love them, support them. And if they're too toxic, just love them from a distance and just send a message every now and then saying, hope all is well. Have a good day. That's all you can do. So thank you, everyone. Be kind. Be kind, be kind, be kind. Take care of yourself as well. Don't pour into more people than you pour into yourself. It's okay to take a great long walk. Bubble baths with candles. Treat yourself to an amazing meal. It's okay to pamper yourself, spoil yourself, and learn to pour into yourself. So I hope everyone does well this week. Many blessings to all of you guys. Have a great day. Be blessed. Thank you. Have a great day, you guys. Goodbye.